name is Amy Sens. I am an ordained minister in the United Church of Christ, and I also have a degree from Harvard Divinity School in divinity. I'm starting up a brand new church. We're having our first preview service. It's in Hamden. It'll be at noon on Sunday, so please feel free to check us out. And thank you so much to Ignite for having me. My topic is 10 things you probably didn't know about Jesus. Let's start with some things that Jesus was not. Jesus was not Christian. It turns out Christians hadn't been invented yet. He was also not white. White people had also not been invented yet. The people that Jesus belonged to were Judeans. They were descendants of one of the 12 tribes of Israel, and they went on to become the ancestors of modern-day Jews. Related to this, Jesus' last name was not Christ. That is a Greek title that basically means king. So instead, Jesus was known by the name of the dinky little town that he comes from, Nazareth. So Jesus of Nazareth. Oddly, though, his middle name is H. So some sayings that you may recognize from Jesus include, "Blessed are the poor, the blind leading the blind, and turn the other cheek." And a few more will come up in just a minute. Jesus' main focus in his teachings was on something that he called the kingdom of God, something that is both happening now here on earth and at the same time not completely fulfilled and destined to be complete in the future. What you might not know is that instead of describing the kingdom or realm of God directly, Jesus asked significantly more questions than he answered. In fact, when Jesus gets more concrete in stories and metaphors, the intention often seems to be to raise yet more questions rather than providing solid answers. So, for example, in one story, a farmer hires people. He goes out and hires some people at like 8 in the morning, and he says, "I'll pay you $50. And then he goes out and hires some more people, and they're doing the same work at like noon, and he says, "I'll pay you $50. And at 4 in the afternoon, he hires some more people, and he says, "I'll pay you $50. And at 5 o'clock, the people who got hired in the morning think, maybe he'll pay us some more. And the farmer says, "Actually, no, that's not the deal." And so it leaves you to wonder, what is the point of that story? So there is a point, I'm sure, but I only have 5 minutes. So there are 4 different versions of Jesus' life in the Bible. The books of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And it's exciting. I never knew. They have symbols. You'll see it in the Walters Art Museum if you walk around the 4 different symbols. There'll be a chart coming up in just a minute. Oh no, I'm way ahead. Yes, that's right. The kingdom of God, a whole new world. So the 4 Gospels. Just like 4 friends can remember the same party in 4 different ways, each gospel has some things that are similar and some things that are overlapping, and some material that's special to each. Matthew, Mark, and Luke overlap a lot. In fact, almost the entire Gospel of Mark is in both Matthew and Luke. And then John seems to be pretty different. So yeah, here's this chart. The lion and the ox, the person with wings, the eagle. I always wondered what that was. There it is for 15 seconds. All right. So Jesus was crucified as an enemy. Oh, we're on to zombie Rome. Oh no. Was crucified as the enemy of the Roman Empire, most likely because of his demonstration in the temple in Jerusalem. The Romans killed thousands of people this way to prevent rebellion in occupied territories. Crucifixion is a brutal way to die. After his resurrection, Christian tradition holds that Jesus has a physical body, a doctrine known as the resurrection of the body, but as you saw, my wife likes to call it zombie Jesus. The physical body of Jesus was resurrected, although not for the purpose of eating brains. In recent years, feminist theologians have pointed out that the goodness of the human body is demonstrated in this doctrine of the resurrection of the body, as well as the doctrine of incarnation, in which the infinite God of the universe becomes a teeny tiny, vulnerable little person, 6 pounds, 8 ounce baby Jesus. So I'll finish by getting a little theological. What these traditional church teachings tell us is that the whole physical universe, from the smallest flower to the largest galaxy, is both important to God and a good thing. Sometimes Christianity has been used to get people's minds off the here and now. It's become a kind of validating your parking ticket to get into heaven. But I believe this is a distortion. This world that we live in now is the one that is important, and Christianity that's faithful to Jesus will make the world a better place for everyone. Thank you so much.